Check tomorrow. A career survey showed almost 80% of Americans said they live paycheck to paycheck. Ed O'Keefe spoke with some furloughed federal employees. He's at a food distribution center in Washington. Ed, good morning.
Good morning, Nora. It's expected to be another busy day here at the Capital Area Food Bank. And what's incredible is that a growing amount of the food in this massive warehouse is going to end up assisting furloughed federal employees. And given the risk of shutdowns, a growing number of those workers tell us they may need to find a new line of work.
I do live paycheck to paycheck.
One paycheck from peril. Sigrid Lane, furloughed for a month, now faces a more urgent reality.
As of today, I have $1.06 in my bank account.
$1.06.
That's how much I have. It's very terrifying when you look at your bank account, you have no money coming in, you don't know when you're going to get your next paycheck, and you're like, what do I do?
So far, her answer, get groceries at food banks and sell things off her own shelves.
Anything that I can sell that anybody would want to buy. Because, as I said, I have not been able to get another job.
That's how desperate you are. That you'd have
That's how desperate I am.
like the lamp. If someone wants the
If
lamp.
somebody wants to buy it, they can buy it. That's just how desperate I am.
So desperate, Lane now fears losing her new home.
I just bought a new house, and I can't make my first mortgage payment.
She's not alone. After a 16-day government shutdown in 2013, 64% of federal workers said they had less than 2 weeks' worth of savings set aside. On the day before payday, about 20% of them had less than a day's worth of spending money in the bank.
In the last 40 years, we've had growing inequality in this country. And many families, many workers have barely seen their wages and incomes rise. So it's become increasingly difficult for them to pay for their basic expenses like housing and food and childcare.
A challenge facing furloughed workers like Jessica Appel, an executive assistant at the Department of Transportation.
Making sure now that we have enough groceries in the house, that paycheck to paycheck is everything for a small family like ours.
And because she's a contractor, Appel won't receive any back pay when the government reopens. Already facing a stack of unpaid bills, Appel found out when she went to the doctor that she and her 2-year-old son, Chase, lost their health care.
When I arrived, I was informed that my health insurance was not eligible. So I had to make the decision of paying out of pocket.
So Jessica's boyfriend took a second job at night, and she started this GoFundMe campaign, one of about 3,000 for federal workers that have raised more than $1.3 million. Meanwhile, Sigrid Lane is still stuck.
I went outside to start up my car, and my battery was dead. And the money that I had to pay for groceries, I had to pay for a car battery yesterday.
You turned that key in the car and you realized it was not working. Mm-hmm. What was your reaction?
What am I going to do? And it took everything I had.
I want to emphasize something that Sigrid Lane told us there at the beginning. She has $1.06 in her bank account. Because of this shutdown, there's a public servant in this country with less than $2 to her name. Let's think about that. Now, at this distribution center that services food banks across the D.C. area, they tell us they're going to serve about 600,000 more meals this month. That's because of the government shutdown. Nora?
Wow, and I know you can donate to the Capital Food Bank. They're a terrific organization there and thinking about those federal employees.
So important to keep telling these stories, though, guys, because and we talk about this all the time at the table, that the people who are making the decisions are still getting paid, while you hear people that want to work have less than $2 in their bank account. It's very frustrating.
The emotional toll it takes on them, the emotional stress that it causes.
And this is just to keep up with daily expenses. We all know what it's like when you don't have a cushion when something bad happens. You know, a water pipe breaks, you get sick, somebody in your family needs help.
And it always happens.
Right, and so that goes to that emotional toll point. Your life is totally out of control.
Mm-hmm. All right, thanks to our Washington team for all that great reporting.
Help! Save our generation. Old Ben Franklin said, "Tell me, and I forget. Teach me, and I may remember. Involve me, and I learn." Do you have a plan for your future, for the future of your loved ones?